Shalom, I'd like to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful members of the LEC. My name's Kanawak from GMS Toronto, doing a quick lesson in regards to the mark, or the MOTB, the mark of the beast. Pretty much I was watching a video of the IUIC member, and he was basically talking about that Revelation 13:15. So they basically they're basically admitting about the mark of the beast, that basically is what it's going to entail, but they're basically saying that he's basically telling the members of the congregation basically that if you accept the microchip, the mark, that you're basically he basically said that if you accept the microchip, that basically you're gonna God's gonna forgive you, basically, in a roundabout way, which is not scriptural. All right, because when the Lord comes, he's gonna judge anyone who's gonna get the mark. All right, and like, how are we gonna know? And like, how can I prove that? This is Revelation 14 verse 9. Then the third angel followed them, and saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. Because if you have the mark, right, which is basically when you go into the word mark, all right, for any new members, all right, when you go into the word mark, all right, it's basically let me get that. It's gonna be like the charagma. All right, see the charagma.
Strong's G 5480, charagma,
which means a stamp and imprinted mark. Receive them a stamp, or in the forehead, or in his right hand, or in his a badge of the follower of the Antichrist. There's many Antichrists, right? When you go to John, I think John 1 or John 2, it talks about, it says that there's going to be many antichrists. All right, the mark branded upon horses, thing carved, sculptured, graven work, and idolatrous image. All right, basically, if you receive that mark, you're basically submitting yourself, unto an idol, right? And I think in Leviticus, right, where the Lord said that you're not supposed to worship no idols, right? And then also says to not print any graven. It says basically you shouldn't get in Leviticus, basically, you're not supposed to cut any things in your flesh, all right, or print any image, yeah. So the karaks, a pale or stake, a palisade, all right, because if you get that, I think Leviticus 18, it's like here. Leviticus 18, Salakia. think Leviticus, like, yeah. Leviticus 18, yeah. Slack, yeah. Quote. For the dead. Slakia, for the dead. Slakia. Give me 1 second. Dead. Yes, this is Leviticus 19, verse 28. You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord, right? So you're not supposed to get nothing inserted in your body, man. You know, to print anything, you know, with this whole right, with this whole mark, right? Because you know, because if you receive the mark of the beast, all right, you know, you're gonna be judged, right? So that we don't wanna you know, feel that wrath, you know, of not obeying, you know, and you know, basically you know, just, you know, because we don't want to get judged of the Heavenly Father and His Son, right? And this is ultimately, this is a thing that's gonna try our faith, right? Let me get Revelation 13 and 15. We could go you know, even you could go on and on, right? Because there's a lot of levels, man. Because you know, if you get that thing inserted in you, right, it's gonna you're gonna be tracked, all right? You're gonna be you know, you're basically a slave, right? You're basically like you're submitting, you know, onto this system, all right? All right, and you're worshiping basically Esau, right? You're basically worshiping you know, the elite bankers, all right? It says, the same shall drink the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. You shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right, which the Lamb is Yahweh Shai. All right, the angels, all right, you know, thousands and thousands upon angels, you know, who's gonna be present when the Lord is gonna make his grand appearance. The smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. They shall have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, or whosoever receive his mark in his name. All right, so if you receive that mark, whatever, the Lord, he's gonna have it out for you, man. All right, and the Lord Yahweh Shai and his angels, they're gonna have it out for you, man. So you don't want to receive that mark, but you know, and this ultimately that this is gonna thing that's gonna try us, all right? Because Revelation 13 and 10, because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, right? And that's where this is the time we're approaching, all right? You know, you see what's going on around the world, you know, with Hurricane Fiona, Hurricane Ian, you know what's going around the world with floods, disasters, earthquakes, a lot of destruction, man. And the ultimate goal, the next thing, you know, that's gonna come is gonna be the mark. all right, with the RFID technology, right? Because this is a whole technology what's already been out, all right. You know, and they've been showing us, you know, on the internet and on our computers and stuff, on these on the television channels about the mark of the beast, you know, in a subliminal way. See, it's a radio frequency identification. Use electromagnetic fields to automatically identify and tag attempt to object, and RFID system consists of tiny radio transporters, it says, and radio receive and transmits, you know. So you know, this is you know, their magic, man. You know what they're gonna be pushing. All right, we have a phone here. See, I have a phone. You know, this has the radio frequency technology. You know, you have a credit card or a bank card or a debit card that has it. You know, but they're gonna push it a step further, where it's gonna be embedded in you, and basically, you get this right here, Slack, yeah.
This Tesla driver won't be losing his car keys anytime soon, unless he also loses his right hand. Brandon Dellily had a tiny chip implanted into his hand and posted the video on Twitter and YouTube. He told Teslarati, a media site dedicated to all things related to Elon Musk and Tesla, that he's part of a beta group testing the VivoKey Apex. It uses near-field communication, or NFC, which is the same technology used when you tap your phone to make payments. Tech implants like this are on the rise. A European company...
You see, that shows you, right? When you go into Revelation 13, all right, where it talks about the mark of the beast, all right, in Revelation 13, Revelation 14, all right, where it's basically, when you look at the word mark, you go into the Greek, all right, basically it says karox, all right, and basically like a thing inserted, all right, so they're cutting into your flesh, all right, with that radio frequency identification, right? And basically that's what's going to be pushed, right? And basically, you know, you go to Revelation, so let me get back this, Revelation 14, I believe. Is it Revelation 14? In Revelation 16, stop here. Revelation 16, verse 2. I start at 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seventh angel, Go your way and pour out the vial of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth, right? So this is going to be the seventh angel. We know that 7, which means completion, right? And right now we're pretty much at the 6th trump, right? And the 7th trump is approaching, right? So this place is all, you know, this thing's gonna go, man, and this thing gonna get pushed, man, you know, and soon there's gonna be no cash, and basically you know, like this is a thing that's gonna try everybody upon earth. All right, that's, you know, so we're gonna and stuff, and you know, to see if we're gonna, you know, if we're gonna follow the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His Son Yahushai, or if we're gonna follow the system of the beast system. All right, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there was fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. All right, when you go into the word sore, right? Apostle Tahar, he always goes into this, right, with the sore, right, which basically see, it is Helkus, Slakia. It's Helkus.
Strong's G 1668. Helkus. Helkus.
Yeah, a wound, especially wound, it's a producing discharge pus, right? So right now, anyone who the people who's gonna get anyone who's gonna line up, or if they because a lot of people are gonna voluntarily get this in them, to just buy or sell, to buy food, to buy gas, to for shelter. This thing's gonna get real. But so for the sore, right, it says like an ulcer, or an like an ulcer, right, which basically a cancer, right, that's gonna be like discharge. That's why people who's gonna have a lot of people already have the chip, with I believe in Switzerland and Finland. These are, like, these people don't deal with cash. A lot of these people already chipped up in certain parts of the world, right? Finland, Sweden. I think Dubai and stuff, they're pushing it too over there. And and it's out here, man. A lot of people already are chipped up, man. You put an ulcer. Let me get that. Slovakia. Yeah, ulcer of an sore on ein Slaka, an ulcer, an open sore on an external or internal surface of the body, caused by a break in the skin or mucus or like a membrane that fails to heal, right? So if you have, right, because you're not supposed to put anything foreign in your body, man, like that's gonna that's gonna destroy your whole system, right? And basically, if you have that, if there has the radio frequency technology, which is basically linked up, with everything, your phone, your television, everything, it's gonna be linked up, into their flesh. You see cell phone towers, like they have these 5G towers and stuff all over the place and stuff. And Esau, he's running out of time, because you see what's going on across America and here certain parts of Canada and stuff, man. They're running out of time, and they want to basically like take over the world and stuff, but but they're gonna run out of time. But this is a thing that's gonna try us, right, to see if we're really down for this truth, man, ultimately. So this is ultimately this is the ultimate thing, right, to try us. Yeah, this is ulcer. I mean, to draw. I mean, halka. I mean, to draw, drag off. Metaphor, to draw by inward power, lead, impel. Right. So if you have that chip, that's what's gonna impel you, or whatever. Right. You're gonna It's gonna alter your mood, everything, right? Because they're gonna be as you know, because they're gonna have this technology, and it's gonna be it's gonna mess up people. We already see with the whole thing the past 2 years with this the damn COVID, right? With basically, like, that was a big trial run, right? And yeah, let me put this again.
Are on the rise. A European company, Walletmore, sells implants that allow you to make payments with the wave of your hand. Would you get an implant?
Oh yeah, so all this is prophecy, man. All right, so it shows you that the Bible is real, man. 100%. You know, no doubt about it. The Bible is real, right? That everything in that book, in the book of Revelation, the whole book, man, is like prophetic, man. All right, so we're in serious time, man, and we're all gonna be tried. A lot of people are gonna fail. A lot of people are gonna fall out the truth, right? Because you like, you might not be able to. We're gonna be tried, right? Because you might not have food for a couple of days and stuff. So we're all gonna be tried. You might not have a place to live. You might not, you might not have, you won't be able to access your car and all that. So we're all gonna be tried, man. And this is gonna be the test.
Inserted in.
Hold on, let me put that Revelation, I think 3. All right, so we're in the time of Jacob's trouble soon, man. Like once that thing, like once this thing gets implemented, like throughout the America and the world, that's it, man. We're in the time of Jacob's trouble, man, and we're already in the time of Jacob's trouble very soon. But it's gonna, but when the Lord, he's gonna push, he's gonna use the elite, basically, to push this thing, and yeah, and we're gonna be tried, man. Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right, so this is all a trial, right? And the Lord's gonna he's gonna test us. It says the Hippon. Hold on, let me play this.
Strong's G 5281. Upamane. Upamane.
Hypna mean patience is steadfast, constancy, or yes, constancy, endurance. Basically, in the New Testament, the characteristic of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose and is loyal to faith and piety by even the great trials and suffering. All right, so like, we're gonna be tried, man. You might have it, you might not, the mark of the beast comes when that's gonna be implemented. Like, you won't be able to drive or nothing. All right, like, you won't be able to say, yeah, I'm gonna go get some gas, man. Because because if you wanna, you won't be able to buy nor sell. So so we're all gonna be tried. All right, we're not, we might not have a place to live or whatever. So this is a time that the Lord's gonna try us, right? So so we're all gonna go through a trial, right? And this is the Lord's trial. He's trying us. Patience, steadfast. There's another thing, I think, to try. Let me. Yeah, but I think temptation. Temptation, and then I'm gonna put try. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, for this one is yeah, the temptation. Temptation, which is off this.
Strong's G 3986. Pyrosmas. Pyrosmas.
Yes, parasmos, and experiment, attempt, trial, proving. So the Lord, He's trying us, man. All right, and so we're gonna go through a trial, you know, of our faith to see if we're really about, you know, His words, you know, because you know, you could prove it, you could act right, but you know, are we gonna be loyal? Are we gonna be down for the, you know, for the Lord, you know, for Yahweh? All right, so we're gonna all be tried, man. Trial, proving, trial made of you by my bodily condition, since conditions serve as to test the love of the Galatian toward Paul. All right. And then it says the trial of man's fidelity, integrity, virtue, consistency, and enticement to sin, temptation, where arise from desire or from outward circumstance, right? So the Lord, He's gonna try us, and basically Esau's using the devil, right? Which is you the wicked, right? Which are you Edomites, who's basically like they're setting up this system, right, to entice our people to sin, all right, and to basically like worship a idol, a graven image. All right, and we're not supposed to worship any graven image. All right, and the image what Esau is pushing is basically you know, for this NWO, and basically you know, this digital current, you know, basically this one world currency, and basically have everybody bagged and tagged, basically, you know, like that's the thing. And you know, you won't be able to, you know, like you're gonna be a slave, basically, you know. So so now you know, like, but the Lord, He's gonna only make, like, He's only gonna use Esau to go so far, all right. And that's why they're gonna fall, man. I think Job 20:4 says, "Know not thou this, the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment." So right now, this is like their joy, their stuff is about to be it's gonna be short-lived, man. All right, and Jacob's gonna come back to power, man. It says you have to think. I'm gonna put try, because it's all like experiment. You know, the Lord.
Strong's G 3985. Pyrazzo. Pyrazzo.
To try whether a thing can be done, to attempt, endeavor. All right, and basically the Lord's using us, man. He's trying us. Like Yahweh Shah. He's supplanting. We're basically being tried, right? And you know, the Lord trying us to see if we're really about this work, man. And we want to be found worthy, and hopefully, you know, be crowned, you know. Says to try and make trial test for the purpose of asserting his quality or what he thinks or how we will behave himself in a good sense, in a bad sense, to try one, like maliciousness, crafty to prove his feelings or judgment, to try or test one's faith, virtue, character by enticement to sin, right? And that's why a lot of people, like you might have a big camp, like there's probably, like we're all gonna be tried, and a lot of people are gonna fail, when hardships come and you won't have food, nothing, or a lot of people are gonna go back into the world and they're gonna get that mark, man. So right now is like this time to show or prove like this is the Lord Yahweh and the Son. He's trying us, and he's gonna show and prove because right now when the seventh trump is gonna be sound or whatever, that means all hell's about to break loose, man. And the mark of the beast, I'm gonna get that, to try to test one's faith, virtue, character by enticement to sin, to solicit to sin, to tempt, of temptation of the devil, right? And that's what it is, right? Esau, right? He's using, he's doing things on the left, right? And to try, his elect, because these people, these 2/3 and these other nations, they're all gonna go get it, man. Like they're gonna get it. All right, but the elect aren't gonna be enticed, man. All right. So Revelation, I think 16. Again. Yeah, Revelation 16:1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seventh angel, go your way and pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth, right? So that right now this is we're basically in the sixth trump right now. Almost. We're basically, because right now you see what's going on in Tampa. There are two brothers. They were I guess they lived together, but basically they basically were saved and they were delivered, man. They had they were basically like they were in their sleep, they had a good night's sleep or whatever, and they woke up or whatever, and they went outside and they seen a couple trees thing, and they seen the tree, and they seen one big tree just on top of their house, right? But basically the Lord, but the Lord there, he sent his angel to basically to fortify that house, man. Because that house wasn't even damaged, right? And and the Lord, he used those couple brothers to to increase increase brothers' faith, with that testimony out there in Tampa, man. All right, so it's gonna get real, and we're gonna have to depend on Yahweh Shai and the faith, man. And yeah, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there was a great and noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them who worship his image. Yeah, so anyone who's gonna get that mark or whatever, they're gonna be, they're gonna get they're gonna get ultimately destroyed, with nuclear fire. and when the Lord coming with his chariot, and his angels, and the second angel poured upon his vial the sea, and it came as the blood of a dead man, and every living soul died in the sea. Right. So basically, the sea is going to be referred to America. All right. And the third angel poured out his vial upon the rivers and the foundation of the waters, and they became dry. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. So with that, let's say all praise due to Yahweh B'Ashem Yahshai. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful members of the elect. And we gotta watch and pray, because things are getting a lot more intense here on this earth. Where we could feel it. We could. I feel it, man, when I go outside. Like a lot of judgment, man, and things are getting very spooky out here, man. So I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna play this, and yeah. So I'd like to say shalom. I'm gonna restart this, and yeah.
This Tesla driver won't be losing his car keys anytime soon, unless he also loses his right hand. Brandon Delily had a tiny chip implanted into his hand and posted the video on Twitter and YouTube. He told Teslarati, a media site dedicated to all things related to Elon Musk and Tesla, that he's part of a beta group testing the Vivo Key Apex. It uses near-field communication, or NFC, which is the same technology used when you tap your phone to make payments. Tech implants like this are on the rise. A European company, Walletmore, sells implants that allow you to make payments with the wave of your hand. Would you get an implant inserted into your body if it meant never losing your wallet or keys again?